Today I'm going to do a little comparison between the Glock 26, the Glock 19, and the Glock 17. As most of you know, the Glock 17 is the quote-unquote the full-size 9mm Glock. The 19 is the compact 9mm Glock. The 26 is the sub-compact 9mm Glock. You have to excuse me, I got a stinking head cold here. I just kind of wanted to show people that aren't real familiar with the Glock line what the size differences are between the three, the loaded weight differences between the three, and just give a little bit of side-by-side of the three of them. Right here you can see the 17 is the one on the bottom, 19, 26, all 9mm, all Gen 3s, all Glocks. So you can see your length difference in your slide. These are for the most part lined up back here in the back, and you can see the difference in the slide length. If I take that up like that, you can see the grip differences. Okay, now this is, one of the most important aspects whenever you're concealed carrying is the length of your grip. This is what's going to be protruding out, sticking out, printing on your shirts or what have you. So therefore a shorter grip is very advantageous if you really want to do as little printing as possible. Now there are plenty of single stack 9mm pistols out there that have got pretty short grips, but whenever you get down to a short grip, you're really not going to get much shorter than that right there. That is a very, very short grip. So this one is real good for concealed carry because of the grip. Now the Glocks are fatter. You get into a single stack 9mm, a shield, a car, something like that, the gun is going to be, significantly thinner. But in your grip length, that right there, I think you'd be hard pressed to find one that is shorter here than what you have right there. Okay, all of these are fully loaded, not in the chamber. Fully loaded magazines. 10 rounds, 115 grain. Get some weight. Loaded weight of the Glock 26, 25.5 ounces. Move up to the 19. This is 15 rounds. 15 rounds of 115 grain. $29.7. Glock 17, 32.1. So the weight difference, I used to think that a few ounces wasn't that much. So what are we, about 7 ounces roughly from the 17 to the 26 difference. But when I got my LCRs, got the LCR 38 and the LCR 357, there's 4 ounces difference between those two guns. And 4 ounces, you can feel the difference. You can definitely feel the difference. You wouldn't think 4 ounces is much of anything. Well, it is a difference. I am going to unload these, and we're going to check some trigger pulls. I've had a few people roll in and talk about that, trigger pull tests are too, which is true, because depending on where you put your pull gauge on here is going to dictate how hard it pulls. If you have it more closer to the frame like that, it's going to pull a lot harder than if you have it out here at the end. That's just you know, leverage. Leverage is going to dictate that. So I'm going to try, of course I got to get the son of a gun depressed. 7 pounds, 10 ounces. This is on the 17. £6 pounds, 15 ounces. 15.5, almost 7 pounds. I know a lot of you guys, this bores the living dog shit out of you. Now see, I went out there way to the end, way down here at the tip, and it came down to 5 pounds, 7.5 ounces. So it does make a difference where the scale is put. Okay, I'm not going to pull all of them this much. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out here to the tip, to the end there. £4 pounds, 10 ounces at the very, very tip of that trigger. Now this 19 has been shot quite a bit more than these other ones. I'll move that up a little bit. 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Now this Glock 26, I just picked this up yesterday. Brand new. Hasn't been fired. Put this one way out on the end. £6 pounds, 9 ounces. Now this is something, if you guys don't know, or gals that may be watching, as you shoot your gun, the triggers will kind of break in, per se. 5 pounds, 15 ounces, almost 6 pounds. As you use it and you keep pulling the trigger and pulling the trigger and pulling the trigger, the parts inside there that are rubbing against one another will start to smooth a little bit, and it will decrease your trigger pull some. But that gives an idea of those different trigger pulls. I really don't know what else to say. You can see the 17, I have, you know, pretty good size hands. You can see I get a full grip on here. Now this does have the talon grips on it. The full size Glocks feel the best in my hand. Even the 19 doesn't feel anywhere close to as good as the 17 or the 22. But see, my pinky's starting to even come off of this Glock 19 a little bit. You know, kind of hanging off right there. Now this one here, I mean, it's 2 fingers for sure. And I mean, 2 fingers barely fit on there. But once you get used to shooting 2-fingered like this, and you will get used to it. At first, it feels so unorthodox that practically everybody says, ooh, I don't like that. But once you get used to it, it isn't bad at all. What I do is I take my pinky and I wrap it right underneath like that. I don't leave it hanging out. I don't, you know, I want that thing tucked like it is gripping something. So I'll just roll it in and lay it right underneath the magazine, just like that. And once you get used to it, that actually doesn't feel bad at all. Really doesn't feel bad at all. So anyway, I really can't think of anything else to say. I just kind of wanted to show the size differences between the three, the loaded weight differences. All the widths are going to be exactly the same. So that's about it. Hope this was informative to somebody, to some people. kind of give you an idea. I was carrying this concealed. Now I'm going to go to this. That right there, for me, a 17 is just too physically big to try and conceal. The grip is too long. And of course it is heavier, you know, as you go. Anyway, that's it. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. I do appreciate you. Take care.